Students, now we are going to study a poem in our main course textbook under the theme The Phenomenal Women. There is a poem named The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost. Let's know about Robert Frost. Robert Frost was a very popular American poet. He is highly regarded for his realistic descriptions of life in the countryside. This poem is about making choices in our lives, which is like choosing one path and not taking another. The speaker talks about reaching a place in the woods. Woods here means forest itself, woods, where two paths go in two different directions and he needs to decide which one to take. This poem is highly famous and highly philosophical also. In this poem, the author or the speaker is moving in a particular way. After reaching a long distance, he could move forward, but he didn't know which is the exact path. He could see in two different directions. Which way is more better that he has a confusion. So in our life also such confusions will come. Not like a way or path for choosing a particular life also, for taking a particular decision also, we may come in a confusing state. In this poem we can see four main stanzas. First stanza has 6 lines. Let's read first stanza. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I cannot not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. So, what type of wood we can see? Yellow wood. So, two roads are diverged in a yellow wood. He can see two roads in the middle of yellow wood, yellow forest. But he can't travel both roads because he want to move forward itself, but only one path he can take. He is the single traveler and he didn't has any other friend also. He is alone. So no others are there for him for giving any other advices or suggestion also. And be one traveler long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. But that road is very much long and deep into the undergrowth. Undergrowth means a mass of bushes and plants that grow close together under trees in forest. The speaker could see the road as far as he could down one of the roads but could not see beyond the point where it bent in the undergrowth. That much of long view only he can see from that point he is standing. Moving on, second stanza. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wandered weir, though as far as that the passing there had warned them really about the same. In the second stanza, we can see the description of second road or second path. One already seen, one is full of bushes and grasses, isn't it? When he could look on the road that is just as fair, when he could see another road, he could understood that that road is not usually used by the traveler. It doesn't have a proper path full of grass itself, and having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wandered weir. Though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. From these two stanzas, we can see the speaker was walking and moved forward and reached at a particular place where two roads are diverged, isn't it? And the speaker was compelled to take a decision about which road he would take as he could not take both. He chose the road that was grassy and looked as if it had not been worn down by traveling footsteps. Third stanza, and both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So in that morning, that way or that road is fully covered with the leaves, and no other travelers yet came till now in that path. That's why it is written that had trodden black to put your foot down while you are stepping. No steps had trodden black, and he didn't have the choice and time also. If he took one path, he have to or he has to move front, isn't it? He can't come back. He has two choices, but he didn't chose first choice, isn't it? He chose second choice itself, and he again says that if he have a chance to come back, he may go in another way, but he didn't have or he didn't have such a choice. Last stanza. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the differences. So, in the last stanza, we can see the speaker or the author will take the road or the way that less traveled by others. If he is taking the second choice, maybe that is like a history, maybe in a different way he is moving, maybe he will succeed, so he can make a difference, and that difference leads to the way of a leader itself, isn't it? That's why in the last two lines it is written that I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all difference. So in short we can say that the road in the poem is a metaphor for life. Metaphor means it's a poetical device directly stating about the life itself, isn't it? So other than this physical roads or way, we can say that this road is directly stays or says us life itself. In our life also we may come to take this much of difficult situations, confusing advices may be there for us, isn't it? So the road in the poem is a metaphor for life, and the crossroads, two roads are there, isn't it? These two roads or crossroads are about the choices we have to make.